Hello everybody, welcome back to Kingdom Rush Origins. Bob here again. Okay, so today, first off, I wanted to talk about some of the Easter eggs, sort of, in the game. Now, this is an Origins game, which is a prequel, sort of, so it happens before the other two games. And so there's bound to be some sort of Easter eggs, as you might call them, from the other two games, and they happen to come mostly in the form of heroes. Now, I don't know why I did not recognize these, right off the bat. You know, if I had played the other games recently, I probably would have, but I haven't. So, first of all, this guy, Prince Dennis. Don't know why I didn't recognize him, but this is obviously King Dennis, who is the main king guy of that Kingdom of Lineria. I don't really know what it's called. I think it's just the Kingdom of Lineria. But yeah, so in the first game, he's actually a hero that you can play as King Dennis, instead of Prince Dennis, when he's the king instead of the prince. And he's also in the second game as well, though, but you don't actually play as him as a hero. He's just sort of in the story, I guess you'd say. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of interesting. I'm still not quite sure where this map actually is located at. I'm assuming that it's sort of across the ocean that's at the bottom of the other map. But I mean, that's just my guess. You know, I don't see any places over here that sort of give away where it would be, except for the ocean on top, but that could be any ocean, really. Next, I want to talk about this guy, Vesnan. Again, don't know why I didn't recognize him, straight away, but this is actually, in case you don't know, the main villain in the first and second game. He is a dark wizard, as it says over there, under his level 5. So in this game, he's apparently good, but then I've been told at the end of the game or something, he turns evil. I'm not entirely sure. Haven't played the whole game through yet, obviously, but I'm definitely going to. So, yeah, in the first game and second game, well, in the first game, you're actually just stopping him at his palacey place in the Rift of Cinders, from sort of taking over the entire land with his evil zombie skeleton troll horsey thingies. And in the second game, he's sort of, I guess, weaker, really. And what he does is he steals this hammer from Hammerhold, some magic hammer, and he goes to Ember Spike Mountain and uses his staff along with it, and then lets out, dang, I forgot his name, but it was like the God of Shadows or something. So yeah, that's what you have to kill. But at the end of that game, of course, you see the jewel on his staff picked up by a frog, I think. Yeah. So, that's what I thought the next game was going to do that, but apparently not, because this is the Origins one. Last off, I want to talk about this guy real quick. Faustus. Okay, so, in case you don't know, in the second game, there's a couple dragons. There's Ashbite, who is just a, pretty average, awesome dragon. 4 legs, 2 wings, blah, 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 shoot, breeze fire, all that stuff. But then also later on they had an update where they brought in a dragon called Boneheart, who is sort of a skeletal dragon with this green orb in his chest that had, powers over disease and death and that kind of thing. And there have been some rumors that this guy, Faustus, is the living version of that undead dragon. Well, a few of the things that make him think that is, he's the same type of dragon. I can't quite remember what it was called, but it was the 2-legged, 2-winged dragon. They both have the same sort of speech. They both have the same voice. They talk the same way. And also in this game, when you use him, when you tap him or move him, he makes a comment about never dying. So a lot of people, including me, think that this is before he died. Maybe he dies in this game or something like that. Or I guess not really dies because he's undead. But also I noticed that things on his face from his portrait sort of look the same. He has the same horns. He has, in between his sort of webbed horn things coming out of the side of his face, he has those bones. All the bones and everything are exactly the same pretty much in the second one. So I think that is him. Also, there was this thing about his name, Faustus. Apparently there was some guy or something Dr. Faustus who did something, and they said he sold his soul to the devil, and then he was damned for eternity, something like that. And they think that's sort of a connection with the names. That's basically it for heroes, actually. That's all I have at the moment. Also, I think when I get further in the game, there's going to be some more little hero Easter eggs I'll talk about real quick. But let's get into the game now. So, I actually got a new hero. I didn't quite realize once I beat that last level. So, I don't know what if you guys want me to keep upgrading and using Aridin, or if you want me to go to this guy. But for now, I'm going to go to use this guy, Aridin, just because I'm assuming you guys want me to go to the next hero, get more cool stuff, more abilities and stuff. But, it's kind of a bummer we didn't actually get to check out this double strike. But maybe we can do that later. So for this one, I'm actually going to try to upgrade a little bit of everything, just so that we can see all the different abilities. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So, Seal of Fire shoots 2 fireballs that deal 20 to 40 area damage, and I have 8 upgrade points. He starts at level 3. He's at level 3. Interesting. This one starts at level 4. Lightning Rod casts a highly concentrated lightning bolt that deals 40 to 80 true damage. Now, what true damage is, I've been told, is that it actually ignores all magic resistance and ignores armor, so it actually does that damage no matter what. It does that exact amount of damage. Icy Prison freezes an enemy in place for 2 seconds, dealing 20 frost damage. Stone Dance summons a stone shield that protects Aridin from a total of 35 damage. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. Aridin. Yeah, it looks like it. Elemental Storm, an elemental tornado that shoots lightning, slows and deals 210 area damage. So that looks to be good. That is his hero ability. As you can tell, it's actually surrounded by a special little box that shows that it's a hero ability. All of them have it, as you can see. Yep, all have it. It's always the one to the right. So, what I think I'm gonna want to do, I'm gonna upgrade this a little, and I'm gonna upgrade these all just a little bit. I can't upgrade that at all, but that's okay because that one I still can use. It's just not upgraded. Let's see, what do I want to do? I think I'll upgrade that one more, and then I can upgrade one of these. I think I'll do the Stone Dance too. Interesting. Okay. Wait 1 sec. So that's 1 stone, then 2 stones, then 3 stones. Okay, that's what I was trying to look at real quick. Awesome. So, the next level we're at is at this Elder Oak, I think. If you can't tell, on the map they actually have all the different places that you can see that you're battling. Like in the first one, you can see the port there that you were battling at. The second one, you can see the bridge right there next to it. Third one, you can see the waterfalls over to the left. And this one, you can see that giant tree to the left. And it looks like that giant tree is actually where we're going to be at. Redwood Stand. We have fought without rest, defeating one band of gnolls after another, but a larger force aims to destroy the great redwood. The tree folk are fighting valiantly to defend their home, but they are barely holding. We must rush to their aid. Alrighty, let's do that. I feel like I forgot to do something first. I don't really know that. Ooh, this is awesome. Arcane archers shoot magic arrows that weaken their target's magic resistance. Oh, this is kind of interesting, because in the first game, there was an arcane wizard, which was the next one you got in, I think, the 4th level, which is exactly what we're on. That's kind of interesting. Basically, what they did was they just shot this really powerful bolt. That was what they were for, was just because they were a lot more powerful. And the 2 upgrades they had were they could teleport people enemies down the path more, and they could shoot at death lasers. Basically, just did a lot of... Oh, I forgot what it said. Oh well, I read it out loud, so you guys know if you don't. That is the coolest thing ever. That's an Ewok right there. If you don't know, if you haven't seen Star Wars, well, I don't know who hasn't, but I know some people who haven't, and it's pretty crazy. But those are Ewoks in that tree right there. The Ewoks actually live in this array of tree houses in the movie. I can't remember which one it was. I think it was Return of the Jedi or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the movies in a while. But yeah, that's a Star Wars reference right there. Oh, we got more of these magic flowers, it looks like. Okay, so. Elemental Fury. Okay, so he's already, summoned his stones up. So, it looks like the enemies are going to be coming from these 2 ways, trying to come through the tree, I guess. And here, so there's another triangle sort of choke point here, which is where I want to put them. Let's look. So we got 8 null burners, and